Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got a daily show for you on the weekend. We appreciate all of our community being supportive of us spending a little bit of time with family last night. We feel refreshed. We feel ready to go. We've got divisional round football. We've got 8 games on the NBA slate, and that's what we're going to be talking about today is the NBA slate. We already have our NFL videos out. We've got our Demons Only video out. We're excited, man. We're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. We've got 4 plays for you. Before we get into the plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they will hook you up with a 100% deposit match up to $100. So put $100 in, get $200 to play with. Just throw that code in, and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe, and you're going to want to turn the notifications on if you want to jump on the value early. These plays move on us sometimes, so if your notifications are on, you'll be able to jump on the video, see what we're getting into, and decide quickly whether or not you want to jump into those plays. Also, if you guys don't mind just liking the video, that's the best way to support the channel. Most of our regular viewers know that by now. We mention it a lot, but it really is because it's helping us grow so much. So if you want to support us, the best way to do that is to just like the video, and it puts us into the algorithm, puts us in front of a larger audience, and helps us grow. So we appreciate you guys. You guys have been killing it with that. So these are the plays we're getting into. We've got, I'm going to be going with Isaiah Hartenstein over 13 rebounds and Jalen Williams over 25.5 PRA. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking Josh Giddey for over 20.5 PRA and then LaMelo Ball for over 36.5 PRA.
All right. I love it. Cool. So before we break these down, let's talk about Chalkboard for a minute. Chalkboard is another platform that we use. We've partnered up with them. They will also match your first deposit up to $100. If you just use code BACKDOOR, they'll hook you up with the same deal, 100 in, 200 to play with. And they're a little bit different than Prize Picks. They don't do flex plays. What they do instead is you have to hit all of your props, but you can adjust the lines on each prop to what you want. And if you're familiar with the demon plays on Prize Picks for football, where you take a more difficult bet, but you get a higher payout, you can do that on Chalkboard with any of their plays. You can add that concept to the NBA plays, which is a lot of fun to do because there's just more options going on there. Sometimes you see a play where you're like, I know this guy's going to get way more than like 13 rebounds. Let me bump it up to 14 and you get a higher payout. So it's a lot of fun. And they also have bets. Their minimum bet is $1. So Prize Picks used to do that. They used to have a happy hour on Wednesdays where you could make dollar bets, and we loved that. We would always go crazy on Wednesdays. Well, you can do that whenever you want on Chalkboard. It is iOS only, so keep that in mind. We want to save you some time if you're on Android right now. They do have Android coming soon. They're just about finished with it, is what they told us, and they're working on a desktop version. But they're a new platform, so give them a little bit of time. But what they're working on is really cool over there. We've been having a lot of fun with it. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description of the video. Just make sure you use code BACKDOOR and get that 100% match deposit. All right, so let's get into these plays. Both of my guys are kind of like all-stars for the channel. These guys have been killing it for us all year, especially Isaiah Hartenstein after Mitchell Robinson. He's been really showcasing what a stud he is. And he's kind of like a special type of center because he looks almost a little undersized. The dude's a monster on defense, and the dude can pull down some boards. He was very deceiving. Like I wasn't expecting him to be such a board monster, and he's been killing it. But anyways, let's break him down. Okay, let's look at the over-under first. So we've got an over-under of 229. We've got the Knicks favored by 7.5. So I don't know. I'm not too scared about a blowout. I don't want to jinx it. 7.5 isn't too scary. It is kind of getting up into that zone a little bit, but the Raptors are really fun to watch right now, and they are hustling. I'm loving watching the rebuild that the Raptors are doing. I think they're doing a great job of shaping this team. Very exciting. But let's get into Hartenstein's stats here. So we're over here on Outlier. We are partnered with them as well. We love this app. It's the best statistical analysis option in the game, as far as I'm concerned. I could go on all day about all the information they give you, but if you want to try it yourself, just use the link in the description of the video, and they'll give you 7 days to just see how you like it. So 7-day free trial. Check it out. So if we look at Hartenstein here, he's gone over this 6 out of his last 10 games. And like I was saying, like this dude is like knocking on the door of 20 rebounds pretty regularly. He's hit 20 twice in the last 10 games. Got a 17 board game in his last game. Got a 19 board game over here. And the matchup is pretty solid for centers. We've got the Raptors 22nd in the league with rebounds allowed. Let me just double check the injury report, and Jakob Poeltl is still out. So they're missing, their starting center. So yeah, I'm liking this matchup. If we hop over to Daily Grind, they actually have it a little bit favored to the under, and I'll tell you why. It's because Prize Picks has it set at 13. A lot of these other platforms have it set at 12.5. So when Daily Grind notices a discrepancy like that, it does push the needle in a certain direction a little bit, from what I understand. So they've got it favored to the under based on the numbers, is what I'm seeing. But I know he can hit 13 or go over. And you'll notice the edge, the odds to hit indicator here is just barely over 50%. We got 50.14% odds to go to the under. I think he's going to go well over this, and I'm going to be taking it for the over. So that's my first play. My next play is Jalen Williams over 25.5 PRA. Let's take a look at this over under. This is going to be a solid game. We've got two really good teams, two good defending teams too. So we have a 228.5 over under with Minnesota favored by 3. And I don't really see a blowout here. Both of these teams are never out of their games. So when we look at what he's been doing though on Outlier, he's gone over this PRA pretty regularly. 8 out of his last 10 games, and most of the time he's going over it by quite a bit. When we're looking at that, 25.5. All of the games that he's gone over, he's gone for 30 or more. It is a difficult matchup for shooting guards. Minnesota is 3rd in points allowed, 20th in rebounds allowed. So we have a soft spot there, but then 5th in assists allowed to shooting guards. But the thing is this guy shows up and plays his heart out. I can't believe this dude's I think he's like 22 years old, and he's playing like he's just a monster. He's going to be one of the names in the NBA that we're hearing about for years down the road. But consistent minutes, he's always getting over 30 minutes, except for this one random game against Portland. But yeah, his minutes are not just in the 30s. They're kind of like up there over that 35 mark a lot of the time. So he's going to get his minutes, and he's going to need to stay in the game. He's a really good defender. So the defense keeps him in the game, and this dude's just doing everything. If you look at these last 3 games, we have 6 assists, 7 assists, 8 assists, and the rebounds in his last 3 games have been a little bit low for him. Only 3 rebounds a game. His rebounds are juiced to go over, but I want a little bit of all of this personally, because his last 3 games he's gone for 25 points or more. He's just really he's breaking out this year, and it's exciting to see. So I'm going to be taking him for more on the PRA here. If we take a look at it on Daily Grind, they do have this one favored to go over, again, just slightly, 50.17%. So it's not like a huge odds to hit, but I feel really good about it. I think this line's set way too low. So I'm going to be taking it for more. And these are the 2 I'm rolling with. Isaiah Hartenstein over 13 rebounds, and Jalen Williams over 25.5 PRA. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get me started with mine here, I'm going to be going, first of all, with Josh Giddey for over 20.5 PRA. I feel pretty good about this. You guys don't have to take this. I know a lot of you guys don't like Josh Giddey, and, that's fine. But our boy is a free man now. He's, no longer in any risk of being indicted for anything. So I'm going to be rolling the dice on him today, because he got a big boost in minutes after all of that was cleared up. In the last game against Utah, he was playing pretty well too. So, I'm not saying his minutes were a direct, effect of what was going on with him. But he got 30 minutes in that game against Utah, and they needed him really badly in that game. He again almost went for a triple-double. He had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Him and SGA are kind of rotating between that shooting guard, point guard position. So, they're both pretty big dudes that play those positions. So, I'm going to be going over Giddey today for the 20.5 PRA. Over on Daily Grind, this is juiced to go over to 52%. It's a minus 127, so a lot of people like this play. I think they're going to need him if they're going to beat Minnesota or, stay in this game. If we look at the over-under on this game, they're actually favored. Minnesota's favored by 3 points in a 228 over-under. So pretty fun game here. I can't wait to watch this one. I'm having a lot of fun watching OKC this year. So I like Giddey for over this PRA mark. He's gone over this in 6 out of 10 games. Even when he was just barely getting 20 minutes, he was just crushing this. That one game against Portland, he played 22 minutes and had a triple-double. Like, this guy is very capable. He's a really good player. Like Russo was saying, this is a tough matchup for these guys, though. This is going to be a great game. The shooting guards, third in points, 20th in rebounds, 5th in assists. For point guards, because they kind of rotate in that position. 12th in points, giving up 23. 6th in rebounds, giving up 5.5, and 9th in assists, giving up 8.1. So not like a super difficult matchup. They're definitely tough, but he's got some wiggle room in there to get this done for us. 20.5 is just so low for a guy of his caliber. This line, even when he misses it, he's coming really close to it. So I really like this play to go over. I'm going to be rolling that one. For my next play, I got LaMelo Ball. In the last video, I was telling you guys about how I felt iffy about his PRA at 40.5, and I'm glad I stayed away from it because a lot of people got burned on that. And I went with just the points, and he hit the points. He rallied in that second half and had a really good shooting night in that second half. In the first half, he was awful. He went like 0 for 4 from 3, and I was like, here we go, story of my life. These guys are always having bad shooting nights when I take them. But his PRA looks pretty good in this matchup. They're going up against Philly, which is a very tough game. There is blowout potential in this game. Obviously, Philly's on a roll right now. They're favored by 10.5 and a 228.5 over under. So just tread carefully with this one. If you don't like it, don't take it. But LaMelo's starting to heat back up, man. Like in that second half, he looked like vintage LaMelo. He had that like sick game winning layup at the end that was just amazing. So he's really getting confident again and taking over. So 36.5 is just kind of low for him. Anything like 35, 36 on his PRA is like a gold mine, it feels like. So if you look at the matchup against point guards, it is tough. Third in points, giving up 22.1. 12th in rebounds, giving up 5.7, which is good because he can rip down a ton of boards. Most of the time last night, he did not have any. And then assists allowed, they're 9th, giving up 8.1. So the guy who can get you a triple-double, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. And he's constantly scoring over 25 points. He hasn't had a game, only one game since he's been back as he got under that, and that was against Miami. So if we look at this play on Daily Grind, let me pull it up here. His PRA is just barely juiced to go under, full transparency. I really like this play. I was going to take it at 35.5, and they had it at a 55% to go over. So 1 point, I'm not too scared of 1 point. If you guys don't like it, you don't have to roll it, but I'm not scared of this 1 point. So this being juiced under really doesn't bother me at all. So I'm going to be rolling the dice on these two, man. And that's what I've got for today.
All right, guys, those are the 4 plays we have for the Daily Show on the weekend. And we typically go over our recap of our previous slate. And honestly, we never do on the Daily Show because there's nothing to recap. But we kind of forgot since we were in the Daily Show mindset. I don't know. Do you know what you did? I know I went 1-1. I know Embiid didn't hit his, but Grayson Allen hit his, I think.
In the night video, I went 2 for 2, and then
so we went.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Daily Show as well.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't think the Daily Show is very good. But
yeah, well, it was a rough day. I know all sorts of random outcomes happened that we weren't expecting, but we apologize for not doing a full recap. We just want to hurry up and get this uploaded so we can get you these plays since we're on the day of. So if you're new to the channel, we do typically recap our plays. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we do. But anyways, these are the 4 we're rolling with, guys. We hope you have a great Saturday. A lot of exciting stuff to get into between NFL and NBA today. And if you want to check out our partner Daily Grind, they've been awesome. They were the first company to ever reach out to us. They were, fans of the show, and it's been awesome working with them. They're giving all of our viewers 25% off of any of their tools. And we use their tools all the time to confirm plays, to search out plays. We shared a correlation slip from their correlation tool in our NFL video if you want to check that out. I don't know if it's still active or not, but you can still grab those plays if they're still on the board. But yeah, 25% off if you use code BACKDOOR. And we've just partnered with Underdog. So we're working out the details of how we're going to incorporate Underdog, or whether we're going to just have our own segment for Underdog only. But if you're interested in playing Underdog, you can get a 100% deposit match as well. When you use code BACKDOOR, there's a link in the description of the video. So we're excited. That's been our goal since the beginning, is to expand into multiple platforms, because we want to diversify the platforms we're on, just because it's the best way to go. You want to have options in case you're having any issues with one app. You can jump on another app and get your plays in. And sometimes there's plays available on one app that aren't available on another app. So yeah, we're excited to be partnered with Underdog, and there will be more to come on that. But last thing, our Discord. If you want to check out our Discord, it works out to be something like 50 cents a day. It's just a paywall to keep people from spamming the chats and whatnot, and keep like just serious players in there. We have a good community in our Discord. It feels like a family in there. We're in there all day, every day, just sharing plays and talking sports. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description of the video as well. And that's going to do it for us, guys. We hope you have a great Saturday and enjoy watching the games, and we'll catch you in the next video.
All right. Good luck, guys.